service above this?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Is the mic on?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our service of remembrance. Please take a moment to switch your phones to airplane mode, please. November 11th, Remembrance Day, is the day Canada remembers the brave men and women who have served and continue to serve our country during times of war, conflict, and peace, specifically the First and Second World Wars, the Korean Wars, and all conflicts since then in which members of the Canadian Forces have participated to give us and others freedom. I have not sacrificed anything for my freedom. It was given to me by those who came before me and sacrificed so much. So now, it is my responsibility to never forget the service and sacrifices of more than 1.5 million Canadian soldiers, sailors, aircrew, and merchant seamen. All gave some gave all. Sergeant-at-Arms, fall in.
Sir. Quick, march. Sentries. Halt! Sentries outward. Turn!
In keeping with the traditions of the Toronto Police Service, we read the roll call of our fallen. Roll call, First World War. Mr. Hilton. Excuse me, it was my mistake. Mr. Cooper? Sorry, man. Please rise for our national anthem.
Sentries. Generals, present arms.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Sentries, rest on your arms. Reverse.
Give me a second. Please be seated. Richard?
The land acknowledgement we share today is about more than the land itself. We begin our gatherings and ceremonies with these words because it is right that we pause to honor the Mississaugas of the Credit and the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and the relationships we first had with them on these lands, and how these relationships changed over centuries. Relationships that evolved from the dependence of settlers on the generosity and friendship of our First Nations, to trade, to military alliances. It is fitting that we honor all of our relations who answered the call of their respective communities without question, without reservation, and with great personal sacrifice. Here in this place, the city of Toronto, or Takaranto to some, the Treaty 13 of the Mississaugas of the Credit and the Williams Treaty with multiple Mississauga and Chippewa bands guide us in our shared responsibility to protect, to preserve, and defend the land, the water, the animals, and all First Nations, Inuit, Métis, and others who call the city home.
Now, in keeping with the traditions of the Toronto Police Service, we'll do the roll call of the First World War. Mr. Hilton.
Constable Arnold. Absent with cause, Chief.
Police Constable 406, William Edward Arnold. Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. Died of wounds near Dickebusch, Belgium, March 26, 1915.
Constable Walden. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 489, Joseph Walden. Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. Died of wounds received near Ypres, Belgium, April 25, 1915.
Constable Gamick. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 33, James Gamick, 1st Battalion Scots Guards. Killed in action at the Battle of Loos, France, October 13, 1915.
Constable Connor. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 239, William Joseph Sanderson Connor, 1st Brigade Canadian Field Artillery. Died of wounds received near Ypres, Belgium, July 5, 1916.
Constable Gillen. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 457, Charles Leo Gillen, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. Killed in action near Montserrat, Belgium, July 16, 1916.
Constable McCullough. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 47, William McCullough, 4th Battalion Canadian Mounted Rifles. Killed in action at the Battle of Courcelette, France, September 16, 1916.
Constable Johnston. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 426, Samuel Johnston, 20th Battalion CEF. Died of wounds received at the Battle of Courcelette, France, September 16, 1916.
Constable Sim. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 470, Alfred Sim, 15th Battalion, 48th Highlanders of Canada. Killed in action at the Battle of Ancre Heights, France, October 6, 1916.
Constable Smith. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 468, Francis Reed Smith, 2nd Battalion CEF, Eastern Ontario Regiment. Killed in action at the Battle of Ancre Heights, France, October 7, 1916.
Constable Blair. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 168, James Blair, 2nd Battalion Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers. Killed in action at the Battle of the Ancre, France, November 18, 1916.
Constable Johnson. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 511, David Hammond Johnson, 4th Brigade Canadian Field Artillery. Died of wounds at the Battle of the Ancre, France, November 19, 1916.
Constable Chapman. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 276, Mosley Somerville Chapman, 4th Battalion Canadian Mounted Rifles. Died of wounds received near Courcelette, France, April 1st, 1917.
Constable Clark, absent with cause.
Police Constable 540 Robert Cunningham Clark, 42nd Battalion CEF, Royal Highlanders of Canada. Killed in action at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, France, April 9th, 1917.
Constable Haynes, absent with cause.
Police Constable 451 William Haynes, 75th Battalion CEF, killed in action at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, France, April 9th, 1917.
Constable Johnson, absent with cause.
Police Constable 374 Andrew Johnson, 75th Battalion CEF, killed in action at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, France, April 9th, 1917.
Constable McGowan, absent with cause.
Police Constable 274 Samuel Henry McGowan, 75th Battalion CEF, killed in action at the Battle of Vimy Ridge, France, April 9th, 1917.
Constable Chandler, absent with cause.
Police Constable 481 Randall Chandler, 19th Battalion CEF, killed in action near Fresnoy, France, May 8th, 1917.
Constable Spence, absent with cause.
Police Constable 362 Andrew Spence, 20th Battalion CEF, killed in action near Maroc, France, August 9th, 1917.
Constable Harding, absent with cause.
Police Constable 574 Thomas Harding, 15th Battalion CEF, 48th Highlanders of Canada, killed in action at the Battle of Hill 70, France, August 15th, 1917.
Constable Churchward, absent with cause.
Police Constable 470 Thomas Sidney Churchward, 3rd Battalion CEF, Toronto Regiment, killed in action at the Battle of Passchendaele, Belgium, November 6, 1917.
Constable Caulfield, absent with cause.
Police Constable 142 Samuel Caulfield, 116th Battalion CEF, died of wounds received near Lens, France, December 20th, 1917.
Constable Stanage, absent with cause.
Police Constable 452 George Stanage, 6th Brigade Canadian Field Artillery, killed in action near Arras, France, April 22nd, 1918.
Constable Creighton, absent with cause.
Police Constable 490 Ernest Crichton, 13th Battalion CEF, Royal Highlanders of Canada, killed in action at the Battle of Amiens, France, August 8th, 1918.
Constable Hamilton, absent with cause.
Police Constable 20 James Hamilton, 58th Battalion CEF, killed in action at the Battle of the Scarpe, France, August 28th, 1918.
Constable Patterson, absent with cause.
Police Constable 148 Moses Patterson, 116th Battalion CEF, killed in action at the Battle of the Scarpe, France, August 28th, 1918.
Constable Penfound, absent with cause.
Police Constable 560 William Penfound, 75th Battalion CEF, died of wounds received near Angers, France, December 13th, 1918.
Stenographer Heron, absent with cause.
Police Stenographer George Burton Piran, 5th Battalion Canadian Railway Troops, died accidentally in Liverpool, England, April 19th, 1919.
In keeping with our traditions, roll call, Second World War, Mr. Lobianco.
Constable Bradbury, absent with cause.
Police Constable 100 John Bradbury, Number 20 Operational Training Unit, Royal Air Force, Killed in training off the coast of Scotland, April 1st, 1942.
Constable Shannon. Absent with cause.
York Township Police Constable Charles Melville Shannon, number 419 Squadron, Royal Canadian Air Force. Killed in action over Warnemünde, Germany, May 9th, 1942.
Cadet Lawrence. Absent with cause.
Police Cadet Jack Lawrence, number 243 Squadron, Royal Air Force. Killed in action over Tabourba, Tunisia, January 30th, 1943.
Constable Orell. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 354 Arthur Orell, Royal Canadian Ordnance Corps. Died in training at Saint Jean, Quebec, March 3rd, 1943.
Cadet McIlrath. Absent with cause.
Police Cadet Stanley McIlrath, number 425 Squadron, Royal Canadian Air Force. Killed in action over Messina, Sicily, June 30th, 1943.
Technician McPherson. Absent with cause.
Fingerprint expert James Dixon McPherson, number 10 Elementary Flying Training School, Royal Canadian Air Force. Killed in training near Riceville, Ontario, September 4th, 1943.
Constable Courtney. Absent with cause.
Police Constable 302 Clarence Verdun Courtney, number 84 Company, Royal Canadian Army Service Corps. Killed in action on D-Day, Normandy, France, June 6th, 1944.
Sergeant Smuck. Absent with cause.
Patrol Sergeant Harry Lee Smuck, 6th Canadian Armored Regiment, 1st Hussars. Killed in action at the Battle of Le Mesnil-Patry, France, June 11th, 1944.
Cadet Hammond. Absent with cause.
Police Cadet William Earl Hammond, 3rd Canadian Division Headquarters Support Battalion. Killed in a motor vehicle collision in Bradford, England, June 15th, 1944.
Cadet Kotha. Absent with cause.
Police Cadet George Coda, number 22 Operational Training Unit, Royal Air Force. Killed in training near Cumberland, England, June 16th, 1944.
Constable Petruzak. Absent with cause, Chief.
Police Constable 363 William Dutrezak, Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders of Canada. Killed in action at the Battle of the Scheldt, Netherlands, October 24th, 1944.
When the founders of the Toronto Police Military Veterans Association returned from the carnage and horror of the First World War, they made a promise, and the promise was that they will not forget their comrades that perished or suffered horrid injuries. There was also a promise that their families would be cared for and their needs met. We, to this day, keep that promise of service and remembrance. Please rise as you are able. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
present. Mr. Breeze? Please be seated. We will lay wreaths to our fallen. Vice Chair of the Toronto Police Services Board. On behalf of the Toronto Police Service, Chief Demkin. On behalf of the Toronto Police Military Veterans Association, Mr. Jack Reed, a veteran of the Second World War, will lay the wreath. The nephew of Mr. Fred Topham Victoria Cross, Mr. Gord Barrett, will lay a wreath on behalf and in memory of the members of the 1st Canadian Parachute Battalion. Superintendent.
In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the flow. To you, from failing hands, we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
Thank you, sir. Padre, would you come forward for the benediction, sir?
It's my honor, Chief, Deputy Commanders, Colonel, Toronto Police Service, members, our TPS, Military Veterans Association, current serving members, our honored veterans present here, and those who have gone before us. We pause to now pay tribute in this Remembrance Day prayer. Will you join me as we bow respectfully? Eternal God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. This day of remembrance, O God, we give thanks for peacemakers and pacifists, for those who served on the front lines and those who protest and march, for those who volunteered and those who waited anxiously at home, for those who hoped that things would get better and those who could not stand by and wait. From Corset to Hill 70, from Normandy to Juneau, from Juneau to Passchendaele, from Passchendaele to Vimy, we stand on the shoulder of giants who championed the cause for human rights and liberty. May their memory not be in vain. May their legacy never be forgotten. May their lives be ever cherished, and may their acts of courage be forever enshrined. We give thanks for those, and we remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, trusting that others could and would carry the torch so that we today may have the rights and freedoms we so bountifully enjoy. Above all, we thank you for your ultimate sacrifice, love, and protection that secures our eternal freedom. And in the words of our national anthem, may God keep our land glorious and free. Amen.
Thank you for those words, Padre. Mr. Cooper, Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. This grace that brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home.
Thank you for that wonderful rendition. We will now conclude our ceremony with our royal anthem.
Sentries.
Please rise.
And arms.
God save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. God save the King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King.
Sentries shoulder arms.
Mr. Ross, dismiss the sentry.
Sir. Sentry outward. Turn. On the front. Quick. March.
Thank you for attending our service of remembrance. Mr. Hilton.
When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today.
Thank you. That concludes our ceremony.